Your next author has found her love for life in the small things, from fortunes found in cookies to pictures of baby hippos this is weird. She is bringing the heat and empowering the free spirits everywhere with her virtual footprint, one post at a time. Her newest book, pick it up when it comes out. It's all you could ever want to know about loving the great outdoors and yourself. Please give it up for Chandler Germaine.
Hey fans! How are you guys doing?
Great.
Thanks for coming out tonight. I'm sorry I look like this, I just woke up. Life hack, if you always dress in workout clothes, everybody just thinks you came from the gym. So some of you might be like, hey, isn't she that author from BuzzFeed? Got me. Well, right now I'm writing a book / already written it, and it's a compilation of just a few of the many articles I've written for BuzzFeed. And it's like, it'll be bound into a book, and it'll premiere at Urban Outfitters this fall. So check it out. This outdoorsy book will tell you all you ever care to know about nature. People can choose to read like one of countless outdoorsy books, but who has time for all of that? So thanks to buying my future BuzzFeed book, where we get straight to the point with numerical ordering. You might be wondering where all this inspiration came from. Well, good question to ask. Well, when I went backpacking through the Norwegian countryside with my family when I was 12, that's where I got a lot of inspiration. And I read most of Into the Wild. Haven't finished it yet. I just love being outdoorsy, you know, like boating and tanning and hang out in the sun. And don't worry, I'll go through more of my qualifications later. I'm an expert. So some people say, hey, Chandler, being outdoorsy is dangerous. People die out there. And to that, Chandler says, people are dying everywhere, so you sound like an asshole. I'm pretty positive small Chinese babies would love to go on a hike, but instead they're making sneakers and dying by the thousands. But it's probably not your fault. But that's a part of a different article I wrote entitled 10 Reasons Why Babies Are Making Sneakers and Dying by the Thousands, but it's probably not your fault. You can read that article later. But today I'm not here to talk about how society is supporting murder. I'm here to talk about my book. At this point, I'm between two titles right now, so I was looking for a little bit of feedback. The first one is Instagrate Outdoors. And then my other one is Chandler's List, survival skills your grandma wishes she had. I like that one too. So article number 1 that I wrote is Camptastic Pointers for the Ultimate Time in the Woods. I don't know what people are complaining about. Camping isn't hard. I mean, it's like shacking up with a rando. All you need are good walking shoes for the morning. What to pack? I know some of you are probably tweaking out like, hey Chandler, what am I gonna wear? I only I know how to prepare my North Face with leggings. Babe, it's not a problem. That's why they invented jeggings, running capris, and yoga pants. So with these you can take on anything. Make sure to also pack food. Nature makes me hungry. Don't eat anything in the wild. We all played Oregon Trail, and no one wants to be the one to get dysentery and die. Maybe bring peanut butter and fruit, unless you're allergic to nuts, in which case bring Nutella, and Crystal Light. Luckily, the nature has plenty of water, like rainwater or morning dew, or like that gas station down the road. See, it's not that hard at all. The great thing about camping is that you get to pack your favorite foods, but make sure not to pack too much, because camping's one of my favorite diets. What's that supposed to mean? Wow. See, it's not that hard at all. The great thing about camping is you get to, nope, that's what I already read. Things to be aware of. Number 2, watch out for bears. Bears tend to be bigger than people, which means they are heavy, fat, dangerous, and gross. Look out. Then, watch out for poison ivy. Not only is that gross too, it takes weeks of skin treatments to get back to that perfect skin, and it's just embarrassing. Also, watch out for your phone running out of batteries, because what's the point of a sunrise if you can't put an Instagram filter over it? All I can say is it's just too bad the forest doesn't have an orange leaf or a curling iron, otherwise I'd never leave. Article number 2. 10 easy ways to be a free spirit and help the world. Loving and caring for nature and the world is not that hard. The hard part is how your family will now treat you now that you're doing something so important with your life. Sometimes people won't understand how hard it is to live with such a big heart. The best thing you can do is be openly sharing all that passion with everyone, whether it's through your blog or your Instagram or your Etsy account, or even people passing by poor people on the street. Lesson 1, show your parents your passions. There are a multitude of ways to do this, the first of which is to choose a passion that makes you happy. Get a college degree. Be forever a student. College is the best experience, and you make friends for life. It's also important to show your parents that you're an adult and want to try new things. I try new things all the time, and sure, my parents got mad when I decided to abandon everything and work on an organic farm. They got over it, and it was a great 3 days. Another good idea is you can spend thousands of dollars to go visit people in a third world country. Totally do it. It's redonkulous and will change your life. As well as give you a great new album on Facebook. When people start getting shitty at you like that you don't have a real job, just tell them that you're paid in the happy faces of people whose life you've touched. Some people say smiles don't help you pay off your crippling student debt, but that's what people say when they have really mean parents. Lesson number 2. Try to have really good parents. See previous point. Even if you need to call them at like 11 o'clock at night sobbing to be picked up because that local farm you decided to work at wasn't really a good idea anymore, they're really there for you. And then lesson number 3. And I wanted to share, this is just an inspirational quote. I'm really big on quotes. I don't know about you guys, but I hang them all over work. So I just want to dedicate a page to one of my favorite quotes ever. It just says, follow your dreams. And it really spoke to me. So I'm sure you're wondering this whole thing. You're probably like, if you ever want to tweet me, I'm on Twitter all the time, and I'm just like, sure, my tweet has blown up. Let's check some of these tweets from the fans. They watch all my shows, and I love it. So I'm going to read a couple of the tweets that I've gotten. I have 754 followers, so you can follow me at Chantastic if you want to. Tweet to me whenever you want to. So tweet number 1 from Sweetie K. Renee. What are you more afraid of, bears or hill people? Good question. Definitely hill people, especially when they're out of food stamps, and they're more organized and they have pointier teeth. Tweet number 2. BubbleFist17 asks, where do you go to find your inspiration? Well, that's a good question. When I need inspiration, I go to the local organic co-op, vegan, fair trade, farm-to-table cafe, as long as there aren't any weirdos there. In that case, I just go to Starbucks. So, and then my next tweet was Poundtown44. Oh, that's my ex-boyfriend. You walked out on dinner. Please respond to my text. This is getting ridiculous. You're ridiculous. Can I live? Oh my God. And then the next one, it's a tweet from my mom. My mom said, okay, it's Mercedes Germaine. That's my mom. And she goes, I found your pregnancy test. We need to talk. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm going to go talk to my mom real quick. I need to get to Carmel right now. So can somebody walk me to my car? It's getting really sketch out. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great night.